ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 We are in Panchami Vibhakti. We have seen the main definition, Dhruvam Apage Apadanam. Apayaha Apayaha is Vishleshaha. Dhruvam Apaye Apadanam. Apadane Panchami 2328. This is one definition of Apadanam, and we have seen a Vartika to it. Jugupsa Virama Pramadarthanam Pasankhyanam. By this Vartikam also, Jugupsa is aversion. Viramaha refraining from. Pramada is indifference. So Dhatu having this meaning also will govern Panchami. Yata papat viramati dharmat pramadyati. We have in Taittiriya Upanishad some examples. Swadhyayan ma pramadaha. Remember?
Yes.
Chanting we have seen Swadhya Satyam Vada Dharmanchara Swadhyayan ma pramadaha. So that is a good example. What is Swadhyayan ma pramadaha? Sandhi. Swadhyayat ma pramadaha. Right? That's a good example. Similarly, we have other examples. The same Shishyanusa Shasanam. Acharya priyam dhanamahritya prajatantum ma vivachetsi. After that, what is the next line? Ganesh. Satyan.
Can't recollect Shimeda.
Taittiriya Upanishad should be memorized. Like other texts, suktams. Satyanna pramaditavyam, right? धर्मा न प्रमदितव्यम् कुशला न प्रमदितव्यम् बुद्ध्यै न प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् और संधि सत्यात् न प्रमदितव्यम् सत्यात् पंचमी what पंचमी by this vartika alone it is panchami satyat na pramaditavyam one should not be different one should not be careless in satyam in truth in speaking the truth dharmat na pramaditavyam all these are also examples there is no space to write otherwise we can add that also kushalat na pramaditavyam similarly bhutyai bhuti is ikaranta shabda bhutyai this may be only pati will become patyai right pati plus pati also pati plus what is it panchami of pati hari is hare pati is patye
Pat-
but bhutyai is bhuti is strilinga if you take bhutyai that is maybe you have to take it as Vedi chaturthi is like matyai mataye so anyway that is like chaturthi that is Veda can use then
Patti Panchami is Patyuhu.
Patyuhu.
yeah it's okay yes.
Chaturthi vibhakti is
Patyu, that is not Patyu. This is Bhutyai is, you have to take it as Strilinga and it is in Chaturthi. Bhutyai Paramaditavyam. Bhutyai na Paramaditavyam in the Upanishad. Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam na Paramaditavyam. That is na Pravachanabhyam, it is Panchami. Panchami is Abhyam. Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam na Paramaditavyam. So all these are examples from Taittiriya Upanishad we have. Okay, so if you see like that, there will be many examples from Subhashitam, etc. I was reading on Subhashitam. There, Vidya Vivadaya, Dhanam Madaya, Shakti Paresham, Parapidanaya. Right? So what is that Vidya Vivadaya, Dhanam Madaya, Shakti Paresham Pidanaya. Paropakara Punyaya, Papaya Parapidanam. That Chaturthi there. What Chaturthi? Vidya Vivadaya Bhavati, Dhanam Madaya Bhavati, Shakti, power, Paresham Parapidanaya. Similarly in other Subhashitam, Paropakara is Paropakaraha Punyaya, Parapakaraha Papaya. What Chaturthi is that? What Chaturthi? Tadartya Chaturthi. Yes, in Tadartya, right? Kavyam Yashase, Yupaya Dharu, Kundalaya Hiranyam, Randanaya Sthali. So those examples we have seen the same Tadartya Chaturthi. Samasa will not happen because only when there is Prakriti Vikruti Sambandha, then only Tadartha Baligita Sukha Rakshitaihi by that sutra, Samasa can happen. Randanaya Sthali, already I told, if you remember, Samasa is not possible. So you can recall Tadartya Chaturthi, it is. Yeah, we see that in many places. That is, one is for the sake of, what's meant for. For the sake of. That is the translation we see. Tadartya Chaturthi. Yes, yeah. Yashase Kavyam. Poem is meant for fame. Poem for the sake of fame. Jnanam for so, so in that meaning. Okay, so the Subhashitam is that. Okay, anyway, so like that, you can, you'll see many Tadarte Chaturthi, that is, right? That is to Panchami. So Apadare Panchami and Jugupsa, then Virama Pramadarthanam Chaupasankyanam that we saw. The next one is Akartari Rene Panchami. That is, I think this is the one we have to see. I think we have not seen this, right? Akartari Rene Panchami. Akartari Rana is dead. So when a dead is said to be the cause, a hetu. 2.3.24 Sutra. So hetu, I think coming as anuvritti from the previous sutra. So etau coming as anuvritti. So akartari means kartra virjitam except karta. Etu rinam, that et rinam which is the hetu, then it will take panchami vibhakti. So when a debt is said to be the cause, a hetu, at the same time it is not said to be the karta. It is not the karta. Akartari. Rene, then the word denoting that debt will be in panchami. Like the example, shatat baddha is bound by 100. Is bound by, that is, he's been bound shata, baddha arrested, the meaning also, on account of the debt of 100 rupees. Saṃskṛtam Battha, that is the meaning, baddha is bound or arrested. This Saṃskṛta shata is etu. Etu, it is also etu panchami only. It is also etu panchami. Akartari rune and shata and Saṃskṛta is the debt, that is a hetu for the arrest, for being bound. So therefore, that the debt, which is a hetu, that is put in panchami vibhakti. It is not karaka, it is upapadav vibhakti. Artha is akartari rene panchami. Then the next one, vibhasha gunaha astriyam. I think this we saw also. Optionally, gunaha, if it is guna shabda, the word denoting a guna, if it is not a Strilinga shabda, then optionally it will be in panchami. Otherwise, it will be tritiya. 2.3.25. You see tritiya coming as anuvritti. Right? Therefore, tritiya panchami. A noun expressing an attribute, a guna, and that being the cause, eto is coming as anuvritti of a kriya, and it is not of the Strilinga, gender is not Strilinga, then it is put in panchami. And it has a sense of an account of, for, by reason, etc. Okay. I wanted to tell another thing. In the previous, we saw one, Tritiya Vibhakti. Lochanabhyam beginasya, remember, Lochanabhyam beginasya, darpanaha kim karishyati. Okay, thoroughly remember, we'll see that. Okay, after completing that, we see. What Tritiya is that? You know that Subhashitam? What is a Subhashita? Lochanabhyam beginasya darpana. Yasya nasti swayam prajna. That is Subhashitam, right? Yasya nasti swayam prajna shastram tasya karoti kim. Lochanabhyam beginasya darpana kim karishyati. That Lochanabhyam beginasya. Lochanabhyam is interesting. We'll see that. After explaining this, we'll see that. Now let us complete this. why I said this, it's akartari rene by seeing this. See, here it is. Akartari is said, it should not be a karta. If you see this Sutra Pata, please see the Sutra Pata 2.3.24, second chapter, third section, 24th Sutra, for which Eto coming as Anuvritti. Eto is 23 and 24 this. And if you see Tritiya also coming as Anuvritti from Tritiya is up to 25. So it means Tritiya also is there. Eto of the previous sutra and Tritiya also coming as Anuvritti. Then if it is Tritiya also, Eto Tritiya, Shatad Baddha is an example. If you see the Sutra Pata, this website, Akartari. Eto vidya vartate, kartarvajitam yat ranam hetuhu, that which is not the karta, but the ranam which is a hetu, the cause, panchami. This is tritiya apavadaha yoga. Yoga means sutram. This is an exception to tritiya. Even though tritiya coming as anuvritti, this is apavada. So tritiya is, therefore tritiya will not come as anuvritti. This is an apavada. An example for this, shatat baddha, sakasrat baddha. Why akartari is said? Shatena baddha, shatena banditaha is bound by 100, by loan of 100. Here loan is, what is Shatena is the loan, the rina. But that is put in Tritiya Vibhakti. So Shatena Baddha, then Shata which is in Tritiya. What Tritiya is that? Shata is a cause for his arrest, the cause for his bondage, for him being bound. Therefore, if you convert this into a Kartari Prayoga, what will be? This is Shatena Baddha. Banditaha is there, I think Baddha or Banditaha, maybe Baddha with here Itagama is there. Okay, we will not probe why it is Banditaha. Shatena Banditaha, whatever it is. Take as it is, Shatena Banditaha. Convert this into Kartari Prayoga. What will the Kartari Prayoga? Shata is, what will be the Kartari Prayoga? Right.
Shata
Shata will
is in.
become the karta.
It will become the Karta. What Karta? He has given Shatam Rinam Cha Bhavati. Shatam is the Rina, the Hetu, sorry, the debt, right? Shatam is a debt. And one more line is Prayojakatva Cha Kartra Sanyakam. It is a Prayojaka Karta. Prayojaka Karta means causative. Preraka Karta it is. Therefore, new. It is Prayojaka Karta. Karta is put in Tritiya. Then what Tritiya is that? Shatena Baditaha. It is Preraka Karta. Right? It is Kartari Tritiya. That is, it is Kartari Tritiya. That is why here Akartari is given. Understand? Here the loan, which is the cause for the arrest, it is Preraka Karta. Preraka Karta for Bandhana Kriya. So because it is Karta is Shatena. Here the Shatena is used in Tritiya by Hetu. It is the Shatena Baditaha. Tritiya is possible. By what sutra? By the previous sutra, Hetu. This is the Hetu Tritiya. Shatena Banditaha. There is no, in the Hetu, there is no condition given. That is, it should not be a Karta and all. So therefore it is Shatena banditaha, it is hetu tritiya. It is a prayojaka karta in the sentence. That prayojakatvacha kartra sanyakam. It enjoys the kartra sanya because it is prayojaka karta. Prayojaka karta is karta. Whether it is swatantraha karta or prayojaka karta, hetu karta is karta. If it is karta, that the debt is, if it is karta in the karta, then it will not be Panchami, it has been Tritiya. If it is Tritiya, then it is Hetu Tritiya by the previous sutra. Okay. That's why he has given Akartari in the sutra. Why do we say when they are not denoting an agent? Why Akartari is said in the sutra? Abso Shatena Banditaha. A debt of 100 has thrown him in prison. So a debt of, therefore here it is Karta. Prayojaka Karta. Shata being considered as a Prayojaka Hetu. Prayojaka Hetu means Karta. Tat Prayojakascha Hetuhu. That's the definition. It's an agent. Therefore, it will take Tritiya Vibhakti, not Panchami. Usage is valid. We are not talking about usage. Shatena Bandit Bandaha is Hetu Tritiya. Shatat Bandaha is Akartari Rene Panchami. If Rana is not is a Hetu and if it is not the Karta, then Panchami should be used. The sutra is that, therefore you have to use Panchami. If Rana is the Hetu and that if it is the Karta, then it is with Tritiya, Hetu Tritiya. Understand? Counter example you can see Shatena Banditaha. Okay. That's why Akartari is important. If Yetu is a Karta, then if Yetu, the Rana is a Karta, then it is Tritiya, Shatena. That is, Shata has thrown him into the prison. So that is a connection. That is why I remember that Lochana Abhyam beginners here. See that sutra, not sutra, the Tritiya Bhakti. Lochana Abhyam beginners here. Somewhere I have added that. Let me check. Okay, I have not added yet, but here I will make Lochana Abhyam beginners here. One minute.
54 or 55 somewhere. Added.
54, yeah, that is that's not the one. Want another one. Yes. Here I have typed. You just see. Lochana Abhyam Vihinasya. This is what in the Subhashitam is that. In fact, this is from there he started. Lochana Abhyam Vihinasya. Darpana Kim Karisha. That part you leave it. Lochana Abhyam Vihinasya. What is Vihinasya? Vihinasya is
Without.
from which dhatu the word is derived. Vihinasya.
V is upasarga. He
Dhatu is Oha Tyage. Ha dhatu. Oha Tyage. You can check Sutra Pata, Dhatu Pata. We see the Oha Tyage, Ha dhatu, Jugotyadikana. Then with the Ta Pratyaya, that it will become, the Ta will become Na and Ha will be replaced by E. Oha Tyage, Ina. That is how you get the word. We see the Kranta Rupam of Ina, right? Vihina, Tasya, Vihinasya, right? So, Tyaga means throw, give up. That is the meaning. Now, Vihinasya referring to whom? Vihinasya. So, Lochana Vyam Vihinasya. We translate the one who is devoid of. Lochana, eyes. That is the translation we do. Darpanaha kim karshi, what can a mirror do? Now, Vihinaha is ta pratyaya. Ta will denote what? Kim abhigitam. Ta pratyayena.
Karma abhi.
Karma abhigitam. Karma asti va vakye. Nasti.
Ah.
And what is in Tritiya?
Lochana abhyam.
Lochana abhyam. That is Tritiya. What Tritiya is that? Karta is input in Tritiya. That is Lochane, right? Viginaha is equal to convert Viginaha into equivalent Kartari, the Kriyapadam. Viginaha will be Jagati, suppose, right? Jagati, Jagitaha, Lochane Jagitaha. Viginaha, Ta Pratyaya, referring to Karta, but Karta is not there. It is Karta Viviksha, therefore it is Karta not there, but Karma, the Karma not, Kshamita, Karma not there, Karta is the Karta in Tritiya Bhakti. So when you convert this into Kartari, then Karta is put in, and Vihinaha will be Vihina Van, right? Vihina Van is equal to Jahitaha, you understand? The Dhatu is V plus Ha plus Ta Pratyaya is Vihinaha, right? Vihina, and when you decline Vihinaha. And this is Karmani. Ta Pratyaya denotes Karta. Ta Pratyaya denotes Karma in Bhute. Or Vartamane chak Ta Pratyaya Vapi Bhavati. So Ta Pratyaya denotes Karma. In the Vakya, Karma not there. Fine, Vihinaha. So Tavat Rupam would be Vihinavan, right?
Yes.
Tavat Rupam. So I'm converting this Lochanabhyam Vihinasya, which is in Karmani, into Kartari. When I convert this into Kartani, Vigina will become Viginavan. Not Viginavan, because Lochanabhyam become Lochane. It is 1, 2, and therefore this will become Vigina Vantau, right? Which is equal to Jahitaha. Understand? So Lochane, the meaning is as though the eyes has given up him. That's the meaning. Eyes have given up him. Tyaktaha. Tyaktaha arte, this is used, right? So as though eyes have given up him. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lochanam
Expression.
Lochane. Ditya Bhakti.
Yeah, Lochane Bihina Banto. It's an expression. As though the eyes have rejected him. It doesn't have eyes, right? Eyes have, this is way of putting it. Eyes have rejected him. Lochana gives up this person. Right?
Okay.
So now what is this Lochana which is there here and Lochana which is here? In Karmani Prayaha, Lochana is in Tritiya. In Kartari Prayaha, Lochana is in Pratama. Then what is that Lochana? It is Kartari Tritiya. So Lochana Abhyam Beginasya is Kartari Tritiya. It is not Yenanga Vikaraha. Remember, Ramaji, we said Yenanga Vikaraha, it is not. Therefore it is Kartari Tritiya, Lochana Abhyam Beginasya. You understand?
Okay.
As though the eyes have, no, there is an expression. Eyes have given up it. It has, no, eyes have rejected him. Eyes gives up this person. Gives up, right? That's the meaning. I keep this, I don't delete it. May be useful for you. You can think about this. V plus A plus Ta is Vihinaha. Ta Pratyaya denotes karma. Here karma being not there. And Karta is anabhigita karta, which is in tritiya vibhakti. Tavatu denotes karta. So for converting this into kartari prayoga, then it will become lochane vihina banto, which is equal to jahitaha. Vahaktyahe. Now, therefore, lochana is 1 to pratama vibhakti vivachanam. If this is a sentence, suppose lochane vihina banto, when we convert this into karmani, karta will be tritiya, lochanabhyam, and vihinavanto will become karma being not there, vihinaha or vihinam. And this is Shashti Bhakti, referring to that person, vihinasya of the person. So vihinasya. Understand? So therefore it is kartari tritiya, lochanabhyam, vihinasya, not yenanga vikaraha. Please note it is kartari tritiya. Understand? Think about this. Okay, so I've added this. Let me save it, otherwise I'll forget it. Suddenly I remembered because Shatena Baddhaha, that is, there is Shata is, if it is the Karta, Preraka Karta, Preranartaka, Preraka Karta, Prayojaka Karta, then it will be in Tritiya. If the Hetu is not the Karta, then only it will be Panchami. That is the Sutram. Akartari, Rene. And the next one. Vibhasha Gunaha Striyam, I think this we saw. If Hetu coming as Anuvrutti, if Guna is the Hetu and the word is not in Srilinga, then optionally Panchami. A Guna expressing an attribute. We saw this in the last class, and that is a Hetu. Then, and the word is not in Srilinga, then it is put in Panchami. And it has a sense of this. Like Jadyena, because option is there for Panchami, therefore Jadyena Baddhaha by Hetu Tritiya. Hetu Tritiya, the Sutram, Hetu Tritiya, Hetu is 2-3-23, Jadyena Baddhaha. Jadyena Baddhaha is one. And here it is Jadyatam, not Jadyatam. It should be Panchami. What is Panchami for this Jadyat? Jadyat, it's a typo. It is Jadyat. Jadyat va Baddhaha. By this sutra, Jadyat. The word which is a guna, like the word with what we saw before, it was the rina. And the guna here, it is a hetu. Then, and if it is not Srilinga, then it can be in Panchami. Pandityena, by hetu tritiya, 2-3-23, by 2-3-25, Vibhasha gune astriyam, Pandityat muktaha, the, can say. Understand? Counter example, I think I'll give. When the guna is said to be the hetu, the word denoting guna may be optionally used in Panchami, provided it's not Srilinga. Observe here. Danena kulam. So dana is a hetu, but it is not a guna, but a dravyam. This is one example for dravyam. For Srilinga, I will give another example. That example I will write here. Counter example. I will give an English translation. You try. Is released or he is free on account of his intelligence. Translate this into Saṃskṛtam.
Buddhya Muktaha.
I think
Buddhya Muktaha.
we saw this right in the last class.
We saw.
Buddhya or Medaya. Medas is not Medasa, you have to say. Samedaya, we saw, no? Acharyat padam adatte,
Ah,
padam shishya swamedaya. On account of what, then we can take this is on it is not in see in the stoka Acharya Padamadate all are in Panchami, but the second line was in Tritiya. So therefore it is Tritiya Bhakti. By you can say Hetu Tritiya Acharya Padamadate Padam Shishya Swamedaya, and all other words are in Panchami. Padam sa brahmacharibhyaha and Padam kala kramena cha Swamedaya. Medaya buddhya shishyaha padam apnoti adatte. So on account of by his intelligence, therefore what it is, you can say it is, and in fact the examples are in the here all the examples are okay. You are given this in Apadana. You can take it as Heto also. Heto Panchami depends on the context. Heto Panchami also. But here it is Apadana is better because see it depends on how you look upon it. Acharyat Padamadatte, the context you have to see. You can here it is I have taken it as Apadana. Apadana is general Apadana Panchami. And some others we can take it as the Hetu. Okay. So it is Tritiya, the word is Tritiya, Medaya. Therefore, why it is not in Medasaha, Padam Shishya Swamedasaha, it is not put in Panchami. It is not put in Panchami. So it is Tritiya Vibhakti. Eto Tritiya is the cause. Medas is the cause. Buddhi is the cause. So same thing here. Swamedaya, Swamedasa, or Buddhya. Medasa or Buddhya, whatever. Or Matya. Buddhya Muktaha. Buddhi, Medas. Writing down. Okay. 1 minute. Medasa, what is a Shabda? It is stealing a Shabda. Let me think. So Medas is Sakaranta Shabda. It is it like Vedas? Medasa. Not Medasa. Medasa is like Vedas. It is Tritiya Vibhakti. But Medaya. So Medha is the Shabda. Medha Suktam is right. So not Medasa. Medaya. That is what is there in the Subhashitam also. Swamedaya. Swamedaya is Medha Akaranta Shabda. Okay, not Sakaranta. Please.
Medhaya.
Because Medhaya only, not Medasa. Because if it is Medasa, then like Veda Shabda Pullinga. Medaya, Medha, the word is there, Akaranta, Strilinga Shabda. So Medaya Muktaha, Buddhya Muktaha. Fine. Next one. This is important.
Example, only the first line is Panchami. Other three lines only Hetu. In that example, Shloka, first line is only it's denoting
Not
the
other three lines. So Kala Kramena cha, it is not a Hetu.
yeah. It's Hetu Tritiya, isn't it?
It's not Hetu Tritiya. Kala Kramena cha. Padam Kala Kramena cha. In course of time, the Shishya. Kala Kramena adatte. Prakrityadibhyaha pasankhyanam.
Oh, Prakrita. Only Swamedhya is Hetu Tritiya.
Swamedhaya, we can take it as Hetu.
Okay.
Hetu Tritiya.
Okay.
Swamedhaya Padam Shishyaha adatte. You can take it as a Hetu or you can take it as Karanam also. Okay. Vedas could be a Karanam. Okay. Karanam also is Tritiya. Why I said it is not in Panchami? It's not Panchami because it is Strilinga word. That's why I said it is need not be Hetu. You can take it as Karanam. Karanam is better. Swamedhaya. So Karana Tritiya. Medas is a Karanam, not Heto. Heto, I said in the context of that it is not in Panchami, therefore by this sutra Karatari, this Vibhasha Gune Astriyam. As a counter example here, connected with that I said, it is not Heto, you can take it as Karana. See, again, it depends on how you look upon it. You want to take it as a Karana, you can take it as a Hetu. Hetu also will be Tritiya. So Medas is the Hetu. Intelligence is the Hetu. You can say Sishyaha Swamedhaya. You can say nothing wrong with that. That's also fine. But I prefer to take it as Karanam. It is not a physical Karanam. It is a it is Sukshma Karanam, mental. It is. So Medas Buddhi. I will take it as Karana Tritiya. Okay. Eto, when you say that must be the cause for some effect. Again, as I said, it depends how you interpret. You want to say that accomplishment of the pada, that is the karya, and for which the hetu is medas. Yes, you can say your vivaksha. Vivaksha taha karakani, and it is in tritiya. What tritiya you want to say, you can interpret. So I will take it as karana. Karana is better. You can take it as karana. Okay. The difference between karana and hetu we saw. What is the difference? Karana and hetu. Though we discussed this before. What is the difference between karane tritiya and hetu tritiya?
Karana is used as sadhana or instrumental.
Karna, suppose we saw that no Banena Ramaha, yeah. See, even in Kartik, Ramaha, Banena, Valim, Atavan. So Banena Karana. Karana is put in Tritiya. Can you say this is Hetu?
No, this is Karana.
If you want, suppose you want to say the cause of death of Vali is the Bhana. No, then see again the same depends on your Vivaksha. But the sentence Ramaha Banena Valim Atavan. So Bana is the Karana. Aham Astena Annam Kadami. Asta is Astabhyam. Right? So Asta is Karana. Sentence it is Karana. The same sentence you can change it and make that gives the meaning of Hetu. That is possible. That is your Vivaksha. So then what is the Hetu? Hetu Tritiya is
Karanam. Some Karanam.
Hetu is cause, that which is the cause. Like what? Example we saw. What is the stock example? Hetu Tritiya. So, Mrit is the cause for the Gatha. Mrit is the cause for the Gatha, we can say, right? So that it is a cause. The cause is there in the Karya. Like we saw the example. Kanyaya, Shokaha, and what is it? Yashaha.
Vidyaya
Dhanena Kulam. Vidyaya Yashaha. Vidya is a cause. So there it is it Karanam? No, it is.
Because here also it looks like cause only.
What do you mean by cause? Cause means Eto or?
No, not it.
No, you're saying in English. Then it is Eto or Karan, because Eto or Karanam. Karanam is the Eto, and both are sometimes translated as cause in the context. So Punyena, suppose Drishta Hari, the stock example. So Punya is a cause for seeing the Hari. Right? Punya is a cause. Karanam also sometimes we use the word cause. Don't go by the word cause. What is that? Karanam or Etu? Use the Saṃskṛta word. So here, Medaya Muktaha is Karane Tritiya. Karanam, I take it. Etu also it is possible. I'm not saying it is not. It's context. Okay. See, the main difference is Karanam will be always Vyapara Yuktaha. In the Vyapara, it is involved. But Hetu is, it can be Vyapara Rahita or Vyapara Sagita. In two ways it can be used. That is why this confusion comes. Now, there is an overlap of this Hetu and Karana. In the Vyapara, the Karana always is involved in the Vyapara, in the transaction. Whereas Hetu, it can be along with the Vyapara Sagita or Vyapara Rahita. In both ways, that Hetu can be used. So that is why there is a confusion. Karanam is Kriyayaha sadakam karanam bhavati. But Hetu could be a dravya, could be a guna, or it could be a kriya. Anything. That is the sadaka for the kriya. So, therefore, there is an overlap. Okay, there is an overlap between Hetu and Karana. Therefore, it is difficult to distinguish that. It's very subtle. One obvious thing is, Karana will be Vyapara Yuktam. Hetu is Vyapara Sahitam Yuktam or Vyapara Ragitam. In both, is Hetu is there, can be used. So therefore it's little difficult. Subtle difference is there between the two. Gatena, we saw this example. Dandena Gataha. In making the Gata, Danda is the Karanam, like Astabhyam, Astena Akam Kadami, so forth. Dandena Gataha. Danda is a Hetu or Karanam. The Vakya Dandena Gataha. It is very clear Karana. You never mistake it for Hetu, because in making the Gata, there is a Kriya is there. Vyapara of making the Gata is there. So there it has to be Karanam only. In some places it's difficult, there is an overlap is there. Where, because Hetu is also used in Vyapara. Vyapara Yukte api Hetuhu. Prayujate, therefore, the Hetuhu. So in that case, it will be confusing. If no Vyapara is there, then it is Hetu. Like Kanyaya Shokaha, Vidyaya Yashaha, Dhanena Kulam. There it is very clear, it is Hetu Tritiya. But where Vyapara is there, similarly here, Medaya Muktaha, you want to take it as a Hetu Tritiya, that is also possible. Karana Tritiya, yes, because Muktaha is Moksha, the Kriya. So, therefore, if you take it as a Kriya, Vyapara Yukta, then Medas, that is Medha will be a Karanam. Or it could be looked upon as the Hetu, the cause for freedom. So in both ways it can be looked at, depends. Okay. This is something like Punyena Drishtaha Arihi, if you take that Drishtaha, Punyena Drishtaha. By Punya, Ari is seen. Punyena Drishtaha. Punya is the Hetu Tritiya. Because there it is involved in the Kriya.
Vyapara.
Similarly, here you can say Muktaha is there, Medha is, therefore it is Hetu. Yes, we can say. That is your perspective. Nothing wrong in that. But I see it from, you have to use your Medha Shakti, intelligence, to become free. Therefore, I take it as, I said Karanam. I'm not saying only what I say is correct. You can take it as Karana, you can take it as Hetu, your choice. Apply your Viveka there. If it Vyapara is there, then you can take it as Karana, nobody can challenge. If it is Vyapara is in Vyapara Ragita, then it has to be Hetu only. There is an overlap. Even Vyapara Yukte api, that is Hetu is used and Karana also is there. There only you need to find out what it is. If both can come, then it is fine. No problem. It can be, your Vivaksha is Hetu, my Vivaksha is Karanam. Depends on how I interpret the sentence. Kartuka Vivaksha only. Okay. Therefore, here you can take it as Hetu or you can take it as Karana, your choice. But you should have a valid reason to say, okay, I say this as a Karana, this as a Hetu. Why? Because there is a Vyapara of Moksha, Muktaha, much release. So for that, Vyapara Yuktaha, Yuktam Bhavati Karanam. So therefore I will take it as, sorry, Hetu. Therefore I will take it as Hetu Tritiya, you say. Yes, fine. You can say Hetu. But I'm saying Karana. It is a Karanam, it is a means. It is a Karana, that is intelligence. One has to use as like any other instrument to become free. Therefore I will take it as Karana. That is also fine. Okay. Therefore, that's a fine difference. So you cannot say this or that. Depends on your purely your workshop. Right. Next one. So that gets refined when you use more and more, when you practice more and more sentences. Okay. There is no categorical division. This is how it is. You cannot say. When we study Bhashyam and all commentary, different commentaries, the commentators take it in a different way and they substantiate their point. So we cannot say it's wrong because this is how they take it. This character, and then they present their view, right? Therefore, we cannot say that is wrong. Depends on how they look upon the word, what karaka is, among what karaka, what it is. Okay, next one. So don't use the English word. Yeto karana, both can be translated as karanam, a cause, Fine. Next one, 1425. Vitrarthanam bhaya hetuhu. So B is bhaya. This also with tra is tranartha. So vitrarthanam bhaya hetuhu. Bhaya hetuhu is there. Hetu, I think, doesn't come as anuvritti for this sutta because here itself hetuhu is there. It stops before that. This is 1420. I think it's mistake, not 1425. It is 14. Oh yeah, 1425. Sorry, that is 23. This 14. Yeah, 1425 only. 1425. So bhaya hetuhu apadanam bhavati. The roots denote having the word, having the meaning, fear or protect. Then the object which causes fear or from which object which causes fear or from which protection is required, that will take the sanya sampradana. Eta chorat biveti chorat rayate. All these, I think we saw this. Last class we discussed. Mrityu samsara sagara. Lokano dujate shayaha yasmano dujate lokaha lokano dujate shayaha. Then the second line is on Arsha Marsha Bayod Vegehi. Right, that is the one, the 12th chapter. I think we discussed this in the last class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What Vibhakti? Yeah, we are discussing the Tritiya Vibhakti. Arsha Marsha Bayod Vegehi Muktaha. Tritiya Vibhakti. Arsha Marsha Baya Udvegehi Muktaha. What Tritiya is that?
It's not Karanam.
It's not like Buddhya Muktaha. Arsha Marsha Bayod Vegehi Muktaha. The person is free. The person is released from Arsha, Amarsha, Bhaya, Udvega. Right? What Tritiya is that? Did we discuss what Tritiya in the last class? No.
No.
Okay, first line we saw. Yasmat na udvijate lokaha, lokat na udvijate saha yaha. Fine. That what Panchami, lokat. Udvijate is, what is the meaning of udvijate? The same meaning. That is, the Gita, the translation is disturbed. One who is not disturbed.
Agitated.
agitate. So agitation, fear, or protection, it doesn't, it's not a cause of threat for the people, and people are they are not the cause for the threat for it. Therefore, it is and the threat word is there, threat, fear. So therefore, Panchami. Therefore, it is Bhaya Bhitranam Hetu, it is Panchami is given. In that meaning, Panchami. Okay. Do I use the word cause? It is not Hetu Panchami. If you want to say Hetu, then accordingly you have to interpret the word. So Lokat na udvijate is not afraid of the Loka, and Yasmat na Lokaha udvijate. Loka is also not disturbed, not agitated, not afraid, doesn't require protection from that person. Loka doesn't require protection from that person in that meaning. Similarly, Saha Lokat na udvijate. He doesn't need to be protected, doesn't require protection from the Loka. That meaning. Therefore, Bhaya Bhitranam Hetuhu, that is by the sutra, it is Panchami. Okay. Not Dhromapaya Apadaram, just that is a general sutra, Apadaram Panchami. That here Bhaya Bhitranam Bhaya Hetuhu. Now the second line is Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vegaihi Muktaha. Tritiya is, you can say, like Lochanabhyam Vihinasya, you can take it as Kartari Tritiya. Why not? You cannot say Karani Tritiya, it is not a Hetu, it's all ruled out. Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vegehi Muktaha. That is in what Prayoga? It is in
Karmani prayer.
Karmani Priya, Muchdatu Ta Pratyaya. So convert that into Kartari. Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vegaha Vegehi Yaha Muktaha. Okay, Saha Muktaha you take. Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vegehi Saha Muktaha is released from Arsha Marsha Bhaya and Vega. Tritiya. Now that is in Karmani Priyaha. Convert that into Kartari. I will add here. What is the number which we did now?
80.
Kartarkarana Yos Tritiya. It means must be in the beginning. Kartarkarana Yos Tritiya. So here it is. So similarly here, number 6. Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vehaihi Saha Muktaha. That is what in the Gita is that. So this is in Karmani Priyaha. So similarly here what I wrote here the same way. So Muktaha Muchdatu. Much plus Ta Pratyaya. Much plus Ta Pratyaya Muktaha. Therefore, this is in Karmani. Arsha Marsha Bhayod Veghaihi Yaha Muktaha. Yaha is, okay, Saha Muktaha. Saha is the karma, right? So in Kartari Priya, see, Saha is put in Pratama Vibhakti, but it is karma here. The person is put in Pratama Vibhakti, Saha, it is karma for the dhatu, Much dhatu. Then Much plus Tavatu will be Mukta, Muktavat, Muktavan. That is the one who releases. So here, Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vegaha Tam Mukta Vantaha. Arsha Marsha Bhayod Vegaha Tam becomes karma and Kartari Mukta Vantaha Bhagavachanam is equal to what is Dhatu or Kriyapadam. in Latlakara itself. Muchdhato, what is the Latlakara Prathama Purusha Bhagavachanam of Muchdhatu? Muchdhatu Tadadigana Dhatu. Munchati, Munchataha, Munchanti, right? She Muchadina, by that num will come. So Arsha Marsha Bayod Vegaha Tam Munchanti. So these, release a person, freeze a person, as though given up the person, the same meaning. So we can take it as Kartari Tritiya, not Karana, not Hetu. Arsha Marsha Bayod Vegahi Saha Muktaha. Because Saha is there, therefore generally what will think? Oh, this must be Kartari Prayoga, but it is not. Muchdhatu, Muchdhatoho, Nishtarupam is there, Much is Sakarmaka Dhatu. It can take karma, and karma is here. In Karmani Prayoga, karma will be in Pratama. So Saha is in Pratama, therefore it must be karma. And Tritiya Bhakti is that, therefore it must be Karta. Karta in Tritiya Bhakti in Karmani Prayoga. Therefore, converting this into Kartari, Arsha Marsha Bayod Vegaha, like Ramaha, Tam Muktavantaha is equal to Munchanti. I am using Latlakara equivalent. Latlakara form. Understand? So in Gita, that shloka is how it is. You have to interpret. Understand? Any doubts?
No, Jay.
Understood.
The previous example, Lochane Vihinavatyav or
Abhay, Lochane?
Vihinavatyav or the Strilinga.
Lochana is Napumsakalinga, right?
Mantav Lochana.
Oh, it is Napumsakalinga. Okay, this we have to check. Yes, Lokcha. Vigina.
Oh, Napumsakalinga. Okay. I thought it's Strilinga.
Vanti, you have to say. Sorry, that's correct. Viginavat, Viginavanti, Viginavanti. So here it should be, Jagat Jagati, Jaganti. So it must be Vihinavati, you have to say. Yes, that's correct. And that's a mistake. Some other mistake, not that one. I put it as a pullinga. Lochane, Vihinavati, Vihinavat, Vihinavati, Vihinavanti. Okay, yes. Fine. Now, continuing the Panchami after that. Bhaya Bitratana Bhaya Etuhu is done. The next one. Karaka and Samasa, they are not easy topic. You cannot expect that to be done, so it is difficult. Because a lot of thinking, we cannot say this is correct, that is correct, but because we always say Vivaksha, Vivakshataha Karakani. Okay, other examples we saw. Trayate Mahato Bhayat, Bhimat, Dushasanam Tratum, all those things. Okay. The next one. Next one also we saw. Parojehe Asodaha. Jidatu with the para upasarga, meaning this meaning not able to withstand, tired, etc. And here the given the meaning is given to conquer, to defeat, to be find unable to. In this meaning, that which causes that which one is not able to withstand. Get the sanya sampradhanam sampradhanatvat panchami. Okay, adhyayanat parajayate is tired of studying. It means he could not cope up with the study. Adhyayana causes tiredness, weariness. Then shatrun parajayate. Sorry, Shatrun Parajayate is counter example. Shatroho Parajayate, you cannot put up with the enemies, he runs away from the enemies. Here, Shatrun Parajayate means if it is used Dvitiya, then the meaning is different. It defeats the enemy, Shatrun Parajayate. Why we say? Because Asodaha is then the sutra, not able to withstand. Therefore, Panchami, Shatroho, Guroho, Shatru Shabda, Adhyayanat, Parajayate, Shatroho, Parajayate. He runs away from the enemy. Shatrun Parajayate means he defeats the enemies. There is no Asoda Artha. Therefore, it is Dvitiya, Karmakarakatvat, Sadhakatamam Karanam, therefore Dvitiya is. That's a counter example, this is. 1:4:26. We see the Kashika is given this example. Counter example. 1:4:26. Para, not Paroje, Paraje. I think there's a typo in my. Parajehe asodaha, not Paro. You see the Kashika. Paraji, Parapurvaka, Ji, Datoho, Jayatehe, Datoho, Parapurvasya, Prayoge, Asodaha Yahartaha, Sodum na Shakyate, not able to withstand that meaning. Sodum is Sagdata, we saw the last class. Then it will get Apadara Sagya. Counter example, Shatrun Parajayate. Why Asodaha? If he conquers, then it will be Dvitiya. Then the next one, we saw this also in the last class. Then Varnartha Nam Ipsitaha. Varna is preventing somebody from doing a thing. It's called Varna. But the dhatus denoting prevention or obstruction, the desired object from which somebody is prevented, that will be apadana. We saw in the last class, Yavebhyaha Gam Varagati. So Yava is Ipsitamam for the Gam, therefore from which the cows are prevented. So this is Ipsita, therefore Ipsita is Gam, but the cows, Yava is desired, from which cows are prevented. Therefore, Yavebhyaha, from which it is prevented, that is enjoys Sanya Apadana, Apadanatva Panchami. Yava is Ipsita for cows and they are prevented from Yava, therefore enjoys Apadana Sanya Panchami. Yavebhyaha Gam Nivartayati, all these example. Similarly, Papat Nivarayati. Natural tendency is to do Papa. Therefore, like in Gita, Arjuna asks, no, Atakena prayuktoyam papam charati purusha anichanapi varshneya. That's it shows very clearly. Anichanapi. Even though the person doesn't want. Anichanapi. Doesn't desire. Anichanapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. As though some force makes him do. So papat nivarayati. Papat is panchami. Wards off from papa, from committing action which are papa karma. So he prevents, saha prevents a person, prevents from doing a papa. So therefore, varanarthanam, preventing meaning is that therefore by this sutra enjoys. You need to remember to say this is by this sutra it is panchami, apadanam. 1:4:27 enjoys apadanam. Not always dhruvam apade. Varanarthanam, you remember this, you should remember this sutra. To tell this is apadanam, apadanatvat panchami. So bhaya vitranam bhaya hetuhu parajehe asodaha varanarthanam ipsitaha, all these enjoy apadana sanya. Then the next one, antardau yena darshanam ichchati. Antardau is vivadanam. Vivadanam can mean space, vivadanam can mean hiding also. When the hiding from is indicated, that is when from which the person hides. The person whose sight one wishes to avoid. That is called antardau, vyavadhane. Then antardau, yeah. Antardau. That is apadanam. That enjoys, so that will get panchami vibhakti. Vyavadhane sati yat kartarkasya atmanaha darshanasya abhavam ichchati. Atmanaha darshanasya, one who wants not to be seen. Atmanaha darshanam abhavam ichchati. Yat kartarkasya vyavadhane sati. Tata apadana sanyam syat. When one desires to hide or conceal oneself, that somebody, from somebody, that somebody will take apadana sanya. From whom he wants to hide, that will be apadana. Example, upadhyayat antardhathe. Antardhatha is antardanam. Antardha. That is, Antardhi is obstructing the sight. So hiding. From the teacher he hides. So the person hides from the teacher, from whom he hides, Antardau. Therefore, that this enjoys Panchami, Upadhyayat, Antardate. Similarly, Matuhu Niliyate Krishnaha, Krishna Niliyate. He hides himself from the mother. Okay. By this is Sapadana, and therefore Panchami. Okay. So here the word Ichchati is Ichchati, the word indicates that the Ichcha is enough. The person need not hide, hiding or hiding not, but Ichcha. If Ichcha is wish is indicated, then it will enjoy wish itself is enough to order to give the sanya apadana. Mere wish is enough to apply the sutra. Okay. Right. Then we saw one counter example, the last class from the Kashika, 1428. Chora na didrikshate. Right. Yeah. Antardhav iti. Antardhav iti kim. Antardhav iti kim. Chora na didrikshate. He doesn't want to see the thieves. So therefore here, Choran, he doesn't want to see the thieves. He doesn't want to hide from the thief. That meaning is not there. He doesn't want to see the thieves. Choran and Didruksha. Therefore it is Dvitiya. Kartuhu, Ipsitam, Anipsitam cha. Anipsitam. Therefore Choran, we can take the Anipsitam, cha karma bhavati. By that Dvitiya Vibhakti, natu Panchami by this sutra. Ichchati grahanam kim adarshana ichchayam satyam satyapi satyam or sati darshane yatha syat. Ichcha adarshane ichchayam satyam. Even when there is mere wish is there, in then also this can be used. Adarshane ichchayam satyam or satyapi. Even when there is the ichcha is there in seeing, this can be used. The sutra can be used. Adarshane ichchayam sati. Why ichchati is used? The apadana kriya is to be used only when one desires, one should not be seen. One should not be seen. But yet he shows himself. Yet he shows himself. He doesn't want to be seen. Apadana karaka is to be used there only where one desires that he should not be seen. Okay. So, adarshana ichchayam sati, darshane yatasyat. This is a counter example. Okay. This is darshane ichchayam satyam, darshane yatasyat. That is the ichchati here. The hiding person, even though the hiding, okay, darshane yatasyat. Though the hiding person, the darshane ichchaya.
If we take Krishna's example, he wants his mother to see him, but still he hides from
Still
her.
he wants to, yes.
Like that. Okay.
But I'm just thinking the sampradana will not come. Hiding person. Sampradana can become by this sutra. Okay, that means. सिद्धान्तकौमुदी दर्शने यथा सति दर्शने यथा स्यात्. Okay, let's leave it that. So I was thinking about Sampradana, but not here. Okay. The next one. Akyatopayoge. So Akyata is Pratipadagita, Patagita, Ityartha, Akyata. Apurvaka Kyadatu, then Taprataya, Akyata, Upayoga, Niyama Purvakam Vidya Gargadam. Systematic study of the Veda. Systematic study of the Veda, etc. Not only Veda. Any subject matter studying under a teacher systematically. So then the person from whom you learn, the teacher, that enjoys Sanya Apadhana. Upadhyayat Adhite, he studies from the Upadhyaya, from the teacher. So Niyama Purvaka Vidyagrahanam, that is understood. So therefore that is understood by the word Upayoga. Akyata is Patayita, Pratipadayita. Pratipadayita is the teacher from whom, that is, therefore the teacher gets the Sanya Apadhanam Panchami. When there is regular teaching, the teacher gets Apadhana Sanya. That's a Niyata Purvakam, Niyama Purvakam, Vidyagrahanam. Natasya Gatam Shrunoti, he listens to the recitation of the player. This is a counter example. Here, Upadhyayat Aditya is he studies from the teacher. Why he says this the study should be proper and systematic? Counter example. Natasya Gatam Shrunoti, he listens to the. Here there is no study involved. He listens to the recitation of the player. Where is study? Where is the year Niyama Purvaka Vidyagrahanam? And who is the Pratipadayita? It's not there. Therefore, Natasya Gatam. Gatam is Kartahu Yipsitamam Karma, therefore Dvitiya, Datu Panchami. Because here there is no study involved. There is no Niyama, Niyata Purvaka, Vidyagrahanam. And also Akyata also not there. Therefore it is Karma, Karma Karakatva Dvitiya. This is a counter example. Okay, next one.
So, the typo is there. Gatham. Dirgha should be there.
Gata only. Dirgha only. Gata is the recitation.
Gatha.
Not Gata. Gata is the word is there.
Dirgha. Ga should be there. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, Gata. Okay, what I have done? Gata.
Gatha is there.
Okay. Gatam Shrunoti. Yes. Yes. Gatam Shrunoti. Not Gata. Gatam.
Okay.
The next one. Jani Kartuhu. This all we have seen. Jani is Jayamanasya. Kartuhu Etuhu. That which is the cause for something to come, something to be born. Janikarta, that which is born. The source or primary material cause of a thing that takes birth. That takes birth is called enjoys the Sanya Apadhanam. The source or the primary material cause of a thing that takes birth. Yata Brahmanaha Prajaha Jayante. Brahmanaha is Panchami. Prajaha Jayante. So creatures. Prajaha Jayante from Brahma. So Brahma is the primary cause.
Janikarta.
Janikarta. Therefore put it in Panchami. Right? That which is born is Janikarta. That which is born is Janikarta. Jayamanasya Etuhu. Janikarta is that, that which is born is Janikarta. That which is born in Janikarta, which does the Kriya of Kriya, that's the, taking birth is also a Kriya, an action. So that which takes birth.
Srishti or Jananam.
Yeah, that which takes birth, Srishti, Praja, from what? That is Apadhana.
Okay.
Shingat Sharaha Jayate. The arrow is made or born from the horn. So here only we have all these examples. Kamat Krodaha Abhijayate. Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha Akashat Vayu Vayo Ragnihi Agdirapaha. All those examples. So Atma is the cause for Akasha to be born. So what is born?
Akasha is born.
Akasha is born. Jani Kartuh is Jayamanasya Hetuh is Atma. Therefore Atma is Apadanam Panchami. Similarly here Jani Karta is that which is born is Krodha. Tasya Hetuh
Kama.
Kama. So therefore you see this is sutra is 1:4:20, 1:4:30. You see. Janayahe Karta. Jani Karta. Shashti Tatpurusha. Janyartasya Janmanaha Karta. Jayamanaha. Tasya ya prakriti. Prakriti is karanam. Hetuhu, that is the meaning. Jani kartuhu prakriti. Prakriti is equal to karanam hetuhu. That which is a cause for that which has come to existence. That will enjoy the. Here it is not, the word hetu is not used. Prakriti is used. That's why we translate as something, material cause, primary cause, material cause. So that will enjoy sampradana. Prakriti is enjoys sampradana sanya. Prakriti means hetu karanam. What karanam? Karanam of jani karta, that which is born. Janehi karta. Karta of the birth, that which is born. Jani karta. So therefore the meaning is jayamanasya hetuhu. Simple. Jayamanasya hetuhu bhavati saha tatu apadanam bhavati apadanatvat panchami. Okay. Simple. Therefore, we can take, you want to take it as hetu, why not hetu? That is also possible. Of course not, no, karana is not possible. Hetu tritiya, possible. Kama is a hetu, the cause for krodha, can say. But here we have the sutra, jani kartuha prakritihi, therefore, this is better, 1:4:30. Next one, bhuvaha prabhavaha. Bhavanam is bhuhu. Bhu kartuhu prabhavaha. Like, that is the meaning is. So here also the anuvritti is 1:4:31. You can see the sutra. Kartuhu from the previous sutra, we can bring that anuvritti. So bhuvaha, bhuhu kartuhu, prabhavaha. That is kartuhu iti vartate, anuvartate. Kartu is brought down as anuvritti. Bhavanam is bhugu. Prabhavati asmat iti prabhavaha. That from which is born. Prabhavati asmat. That asmat referring to the place from which the thing comes to existence. That is called apadana. Like the example, Himavataha Ganga Prabhavati. Ganga Prabhavati. Ganga appears. Asmat, from where? That is Himavataha. From the mountain. The Himalayas. That enjoys the sanya apadana. Kashmirebhyaha. Vitasta is the river. Prabhavati. Okay, this is Jani, Bhuvaha Prabhavaha. That which is the source or the origin, operative beginning of a thing, like source of a river, gets apadanam with reference to that thing from where it is born. The origin here is not the material cause. It's not prakriti. So that which is a place of appearance of a thing which comes to existence. The thing comes to existence from the place that will enjoy apadana. Here it is not prakriti. So therefore, imavataha Ganga Prabhavati. When you translate, how do you translate this? Himalayas is the cause of Ganga. No, not like that. Kamat Krodaha Abhijayate, we translate as Kama is a cause for Krodha. Similarly, shall we do the translation? Ganga is the Himalayas is the cause for Ganga. No. Himalaya is, that is, Ganga appears from, flows from the Himalaya. That is the translation we give. Here it is not Prakriti. It's not the origin is not a material cause. So we should not make it apadana by the previous sutra. This is only by this. Lobhat Krodaha. Lobhat Krodaha Prabhavati. Here also, the origin is not the material cause. So Lobhat Krodaha Prabhavati. I think this can we put it the before one. Jani Kartuhu Prakritihi. Because Lobha is the cause for the Krodha. Yes, that is, I think by mistake I put it here. Because the origin should not, origin is not the material cause. That place of appearance which comes to existence. Lobhat Krodaha Prabhavati is like a Kamat Krodaha Abhijayate. Abhijayate or Prabhavati all mean the same. So I'll put it here. This is wrong place I have put this example. Krodha is the, Lobha is the cause for Krodha. Lobha is the cause for Krodha. Okay. So here it is, the cause is given. These are the material cause, the cause from which something is born. But this referring to the source, the place of origin, Bhuvaha. Bhuhu, from Bhuhu we get Bhuvaha. Bhuvaha means Bhavanam. And Bhu Kartuhu is Prabhavaha. So therefore here, if you see the Kashika, Prabhavati Asmaditi, that which is appears from where? So that from where it appears, that place is not the material cause for what appears. So Ganga Prabhavati, Ganga appears, the place from where it appears. So Himalayas is not the cause for Ganga. So that is therefore that origin is not a material cause. That's why I've added that. Therefore here the examples are Ganga Prabhavati, Kasmat, from where Imavataha, Kashmir, those are the examples. So Lobhat Krodha Prabhavati is a wrong example here. That should be put it as the Jani Kartuhu Prakritihi. Here Lobha is Prakriti. It's a source, the cause. Right? The cause of the thing that takes birth, that is Krodha, for which the cause is Lobha. Lobha is a cause for Krodha, but here it is not the Himalayas is not the cause for Ganga. Ganga appears from the Himalaya. Similarly, Vitasta flows from Himalaya, appears from Himalaya. Okay, so even when you say use the word cause, but here the cause is it's not a material cause like here. So therefore, in that case, in that sense, it is different. These two sutras are different, 30 and 31. Please note. Lobhat Krodaha Prabhavati is a wrong example. Because Prabhavati is a, therefore we cannot say it is Bhuvav Prabhavaha. It is Prabhavati means it is Jayate only, same meaning. Tarkashena Bhavati, it is born. Jayate, that meaning alone is there. Sambhutaha is what? The same Bhudhatu. Sampuraka Bhudhatu, Nishta Pratyaya, same meaning only. Jayate only, Bhavati iti. Okay. So wrongly I have placed it here. That's why I put it there. The next one. Is it clear, right? Jani kartuhu and bhuvav prabhavaha.
Like Kshamyatam, like we have in the Gita, aham sarvasya prabhavaha.
Yes, aham
There
sarvasya
it is not
prabhavaha.
mat, it is aham.
Matta sarvam pravartate
It
is
is not mat, it is aham sarvasya prabhavaha.
that's okay. That there it is. Aham is using fine. Another place, matta sarvam pravartate, because you said that. Make it matta sarvam. Mattaha is panchami. Mattaha is tadita. Mattaha sarvam
Aham pravartate.
pravartate. Then what is mattaha there? Okay, it's a good example what you said. Mattaha sarvam pravartate. You tell me it is 1430 or 1431. Jani kartuhu prakritihi or bhuvav prabhavaha. Which one will come? From me, everything has come. Matta sarvam pravartate. Which one is that?
Jani
Jani kartuhu
Prakriti.
or bhuvav prabhavaha. Jani kartuhu means that Mattaha, the Ishvara, must undergo change to become all these beings. But God is, Ishvara is unmutable. It's immutable. Doesn't undergo any change. That's why we say Mithya. Without undergoing change, Ishvara has become Jagat. Right? So there it is said in the sense, I am the cause, I am the source of everything. So you put it under Bhuvav Pravaha. Mattas sarvam pravartate. Mattas sarvam pravartate. Then when it comes to Maya, Maya is Upadana Karanam. Then we say Maya Atmanaha Akashaha Sambhutaha. Atmanaha here is referring to Atma with the Maya, Maya. Then it gives rise to Akasha, Atmanaha Akasha Mutaha, Akasha Dvayu, etc. There Mattaha is referring to Ishvaraha. Ishvaraha Sarvam Ishvarat. Sarvam Pravartate. So Ishvara is the origin for everything, right? Mattaha Sarvam Pravartate. Instead of taking it as Jani Kartuhu, can take it as Bhuvav Pravaha, from whom everything flows down, everything comes. Right?
Yes.
One more Subhashit. In Subhashitam you have seen, remember, Akarat eva niryanti, Saṃskṛtani Aksharani cha, Agar Mudra Italla, Madi Bhagavan Vadattraya Ulahu. Remember? So, Akarat eva niryanti, Saṃskṛtani Aksharani cha, Charachara Prapanchoyam, Ishvara deva jayate. You remember that Subhashitam? Okay, I'll show you. There is a translation of the first verse of the Tirukural. Akarat eva niryanti. Akarat, what vibhakti? Panchami, no doubt about that. Saṃskṛtani aksharani akarat eva niryanti. All have come, emerged from the akara. What panchami is that? Panchami, you know. What panchami is that akarat? Tell me. Akarat eva niryanti saṃskṛtani aksharani cha. Jani kartuhu prakritihi atava bhuvav prabhavaha.
Bhuvav prabhavaha.
Or other panchamis also is there, you know. Dhruvam apaye apadanam, that is also is there. Bhaya bhitranam, bhitratam bhaya hetuhu, that cannot be.
No. Bhayam.
Paraje rasodaha, that also. Not
No.
varanartanam ipsitaha. Not antardo yena darshanam ichati. All those things are ruled out. Akyatopayogi, that is also not. Either it has to be apadana panchami, dhruvam apaya apadanam, or it must be jani kartahu prakritihi, or it must be bhuvav prabhavaha. Which one it will come? Similarly, charachara prapanchaha, ayam charachara prapanchaha, Ishvarat eva jayate. From Ishvara it is born.
This is Janikarta.
Janikarta, yeah. Jayate.
So, Ishvarat eva jayate. From Ishvara it is born. So you can say Janikarta, this Ishvarat eva charachara prapanchaha, ayam charachara prapanchaha jayate. Okay, let us see. Well, and akarat eva, that also same. Aksharani jayante. Two things you take. See, matta is, if you take it as Ishvara, Maya Sagita Ishvara, then we can take it as Janikartuhu. Okay, because he is a cause, he is a Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. I'm also thinking, okay, this Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. Therefore, he alone has become everything, but not really undergoing change. A change is only apparent. So, I'll just put it here, that is better. Janikartuhu. I change it. Mattas sarvam pravartate. Ishvarat sarvam pravartate. Ishvara is Maya Sagita. Brahma is called Ishvara. Therefore, Mattaha sarvam pravartate. Ishvarat eva sarvam pravartate jayate. The Ishvara is a cause. Ishvara is a Janikarta. Therefore, it should be Janikarta, not Bhuva Prabhavaha. Then similarly, Ishvarat eva charachara prapanchaha. Ishvarat eva charachara prapanchaha jayate. Here also Janikartuhu. Ishvara is Janikartuhu. So, Ganesh, what you said is correct. We can put it like this. Not
But I
Bhuva
was referring to
Prabhavaha.
the first one. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. How does
There,
that?
Aham is Pratama Bhakti, Prabhavaha is I am the source. That's okay. Not there is Panchami here.
There is no Panchami.
Hmm.
It's not mat sarvasya prabhavaha.
That's why Mattas Sarvam Pravartate I II. Aham Prabhavaha, I am the cause. So Bhagavan says I am the cause. So I am the source. So Jani Kartu, I am the Jani Kartuhu Prakritihi. So taking the word Prakriti, yeah, Ishvara, what I mean is Maya Sagita Brahma. So that is the material cause. From this Sarvam Pravartate. So similarly, Ishvara Deva Charachara Prapancha Jayate, Maya Sagita Brahma, Brahmanaha, Ishvarat. Right? Atmanaha, when we say Maya Sagita Brahma, Brahmatmanaha, Akashaka Sambhutaha. Therefore, Jani Kartuhu Prakritihi. Aham Prabhavaha is separate. There, Aham, where is Panchami? There is not Panchami.
Yes.
Okay. Then, therefore, we can take it as Jani Kartuhu. Then the first line of the Subhashita, Akarat eva niryanti. What Panchami then? Niryanti, that also, from Akara alone it has come. It is not Bhuva Prabhavaha. That also we can take. Akara undergoes, or Akara, Akarat eva niryanti. Samastani Akarat eva Samastani Aksharani niryanti. That is Jayante. Samastani Aksharani. Akarat eva Jayante. So this is also Jani Kartuhu. Akara undergoes change. Becomes other Akshara of the language. Therefore, Jani Kartuhu Akarat. We can take like that. Akara, the first letter, and from that alone, all other letters have come to being. Okay. So Jani Kartuhu is better. That is Akara is a material cause. You have to take prakritihi, from which all the aksharas have come. So therefore you can see the distinction between bhuva pravaha and jani kartuhu. So in jani kartuhu there is no cause and effect relationship. Ganga is not the effect of the Himava, that is Himalaya. Ganga is born from where? Prabhavati, that which is born. Prakarshena bhavati, which is born. Here also born is there, here also born is there. Therefore, because it is born, therefore doubt comes. But here, from where it is born, that is a material cause. Here, from where it is born, it is not a material cause, it is a place. So here it is not a place. Akara undergoes, from Akara, all these things are born. Similarly, from Ishvara, all these things are born. Not all these things are flows from.
Kshamyatamji, this yati, niryati, there it goes from, it starts from. No, it's
Emerges,
not
same meaning. Niryanti, yati, it comes to being, that's the meaning, right? Akarat eva niryanti, ya dhatu, ya means to go, niryanti, emerge, that's the meaning you give. Jayante ityartha, same meaning.
Take it as starting from also.
start from, like that we can take.
Start from means
From
what?
Akara
What
is
is the meaning?
not
Yeah, correct.
Start from, what is
From
starting from means?
Akara.
starting from the letter Akara.
Akara.
Then what is the drishtanta is wrong word, no? Dashtanta is what? Ishvarat eva, from Ishvara alone everything is born. From Akara alone everything is starts. Akara teva, all the letters are born from the letter Akara. That is Drishtanta, right? Akara is the cause.
How can we
All
say
the-
from Akara, Ikara is born? It's not sounding the same. See,
No.
when
The
Shiva.
first letter when you open your mouth comes is A only, not E. So first letter is A only. And also in Veda, that Akara, the word stands for Omkara also.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Akaro vai
Akara, Ukara,
pranavaha.
Makara.
So if the first one is not there, other things will not follow. Therefore, Akara get the status of being the cause of everything. If I is not there, other things will not be there. So in that sense, it is said.
Okay, I like that.
Like that, they have to take it. And if you say Shruti Pramanam, Shruti also says someplace it says Akara is Pranavaha. It means not literally Akara is Pranava, it is Omkara it takes. We have seen someplace in Kenopanishad itself, I think. So the first letter being first letter, Agara, what about in Tirukkural? Agara Mudala Ittallam. Okay, there it is Agara Magara.
Agara Mudala, from starting from Akara only.
Yeah, that is okay. This is a parallel translation, not exact translation. What is the meaning there also? Agara Magara Ittallam. What is the meaning of the Tirukkural?
Starting from Akara, Agara Mudala Ittallam, Ella Ittu. Akara.
Complete. What is full meaning of the Kural?
மாதிரி ஆதி பகவான்ல இருந்து தான் இந்த உலகம் வந்ததுங்கறாங்க.
Apna agara madala evitalla means from Akarat all these letters have come. So too, that's why the translation is
correct.
given. So Akara is a cause. Ishvara is a cause. For other, there's a prapancha to come. Similarly, Akara is a cause for other letters to come. To be niryanti, nirgachanti, born. That is the meaning. Right?
Okay.
So yeah, take it as Jani Kartuhu Prakritihi. That is better. Okay.
Yeah, in Google this thing also, he has given Niryante Utpanna hote hain, other nikalte hain.
That is the meaning. Okay, Niryanti. You don't take Ya means to go Niryanti. Context what meaning is. Jayante eva. Right? Okay. Then next one is Vartikam to this. Vartikam to the Sutra Jani Kartuhu, I think. Sorry, Bhuva Pravaha, the previous one. Lyab lope karmani adhikarane chava iti Vartikam is that. That is lyab we know. Krit pratyaya lyab. That is not in the expression. It is dropped. When an indeclinable formed by adding lep is dropped, drop means it is not mentioned in the sentence, but its meaning is understood. It's implicitly understood, not explicitly mentioned. Then the karma and adhikarana of the levanta. We know lep will take karma. Yes or no? Saha annam khaditva, we say, right? So that annam khaditva. Twa lep say, upatarga is that twa will be replaced by lep.
Yeah.
So karma and adhikarana of the levanta. That's what karmani adhikarane. Karmani adhikarane cha. Leb lope. Leb lope means lep is not there. It is implicitly understood in the sentence. Then the karma and adhikarana of lep will take sanya apadanam apadanatvat panchami. Like here. Prasadat prekshate. Prakarshena ikshate. Prasadat ikshate means he sees from the prasada. He sees from the prasada means he must have climbed up, no? He must have climbed up the palace. I mean, prasadat means you have to take from the palace means he is seeing from the first floor balcony of the palace. Okay. So having climbed up the palace, from there he sees. Prasadam arugya prekshite. That is the meaning. Arugya, levanta.
Yes.
Apurvaka rugdato lep pratyaya. That is understood. Prasadat is equal to prasadam arugya. Ikshate, from that he sees. Similarly, asanat prekshate means asanam
Arohya.
arogya upavishya, having seated on the asana, from there he sees. Right? So he is looking from the mansion or looking from the seat means he must have climbed up or he must have sat on the asana, right?
Yeah.
So the levantas, arugya, upavishya are missing. They are omitted. Therefore, lope, lep, anta lope, that is what meaning is understood. So therefore, karmani adhikarane cha, the karma or adhikarana of the levanta will take the sanya apadanam and panchami. Right? Okay. But here, prasadam is karma. Asane, okay. Asane, the example for adhikarana. Yes, I was looking for adhikarana example. Asane, not asana upavishya. Asane upavishya. Asana upavishya, is it correct? Correct or wrong? Huh?
Asanam upavishya wrong. Asane upavishya, okay.
Why asana upavishya is wrong?
Asanam karma. So upavishya, after sitting on that.
No. Upavishya is akarmaka dhatu. How can you take karma? Huh? Understand? Therefore, asane only you have to say. Prasadam arugya, the climbing, that is, it can take karma.
Karma,
But
okay.
upavishya, vishdhatu is akarmaka. Right?
So we
Upavishya
cannot
means
use
sits.
karma there.
You cannot use karma. Asane upavishati, not asanam upavishati. Therefore, asane upavishya is correct. Asana upavishya is wrong. That's it, two examples. One for karma, other one for adhikarana. Right?
Okay.
What adhikarana is? Asane upavishya. Oh, adhikarana we have to see. Okay, Saptami, we will see that. Comes later. So, lep lope karma adhikarane chaiti vakyam. Then, adhikarane cha upasankhyanam. That is another artika under the same condition. That is lep lope. In denoting the location, in denoting the locus, the place where action is performed, that is also put in Panchami Yata. Asanat Prekshate. This example already is that Asanat Prekshate, that is the Adhikarane. Adhikarane cha upasankyanam. Why it separately is there? Not required. Anyway, it is given. Vartika is there. Prasadat Prekshate. Adhikarane cha upasankyanam. This Vartika is there. Let me check. This Vartika to 1430. Previous one. Not there. Then from where I took this. Leb lope. Yes. Eb lope karmani adhikarane is there. So I think this is apadane panchami. There it is given with Vartika here. Prasadam arugya prekshate, prasadat prekshate. Here it is given. Here eb lope karmani. Okay, yes, given it as a two Vartika, I made it into one. Okay. I think it is fine. We don't have to separate because both are mixed. In some books together it is given. Kashika mentioned separately. Lyap lope karmani upasangyanam. Similarly, lyap lope adhikarane upasangyanam. So asanat prekshate, shayanat prekshate. So that's fine. So I will remove this. Or karma of the 11th gets apadana sanya. Here I will make it as karmani. Lyab lope karmani upasankyanam. Then same thing, lyab lope adhikarane cha upasankyanam. So the example is asanat prekshate is the example for this. Prasadat prekshate not example. Prasadam arugya. Okay. I made this into. The next one. Next one also is Vartika. Prashna kyanayoscha. In question and answer also this is used. Kutaha bhavan, Pataliputra. So in when you ask Kutaha bhavan, Kutaha bhavan means the place from where you come. So therefore the answer would be there. Right? So Kasmat, Kutaha. So therefore that will be in Panchami. Kutaha, Pataliputra. That's simple. Then Gamyamanam api. Gamyamanam api kriya. Karaka vibhakti nam nimittam. Even when Gamyamana means Avagamyamana, kriya is understood. It's not explicitly mentioned, but implied, understood. It is given Gamyamana kriya Karaka vibhakti nam nimittam. It is given Sampradana Sanya and is put in dative case. Sampradana Sanya. This is okay. It is a mistake, I think, typo. Even when kriya is implied, it is given apadana sanya and it's put it in ablative case. So it's a typo. That's where sampradana suddenly came. The mistake. In fact, this also can be included in the previous one anyway, but here it is separately given. It is like prashna. Previous one, prashna kyana yoscha, the same thing. It's put it in ablative, fifth case. Kasmatam. Kasmatam means the meaning is kasmatam agataha. The meaning is implied. That's what is here also is there. So this Vartika can be included here, but this Vartika is separately given. I think in Kashika, if you see, in some books it is given. Prashna Kyana Yoscha Panchami Bhaktavya, it is given, Kashika. And then Siddhanta Kaumadi. Okay, not that. In some books it is Gamyamanam Api Kriyan is given. Therefore, but both mean the same thing. Okay, both mean don't think it as different, same. The question when in question and answer ablative. Similarly here also, the kriya is not explicitly mentioned; it is implied. Kasmatvam agataha. See, kasmat is so the kriya is kasmatvam is there. Where is the kriya? The kriya is not there. means from where you come. That's the meaning. Kriya is implied. Similarly, here Kutaha Bhavan, from where you come, Kriya is implied. The same sutram only, same Vartikam only. I come from the river, Madhyaha. Therefore, that will be in Panchami. The next one. Yatascha Adva Kala Nirmanam Tatra Panchami Vaktavya. The point of place and time from which the path and time are measured. Adva is path, Kala is time, are measured. That is enjoys Panchami Vibhakti, Apadana Sanya and Panchami. The word denoting the distance and time is either put in nominative or locative, and that denoting the time is put in locative. Please note, Advan is distance. The Nirmanam is measuring. Kala is time. So if the distance in space is the word denoting distance in space, that can be either in Pratama or Panchami. The distance which is in time, that is in Saptami only. So the point of place and time from which the path and time are measured, Nirmana measured, calculated, that is in Panchami. Having said this, if it is space, then it is in Pratama or Panchami. If it is time, then it will be only in Panchami. Example you see. Gavidhu mataha Saṃskṛtam Chatvari Yojanani Chaturshu Yojaneshu. Saṃskṛtam, Saṃskṛtam. I think it is Saṃskṛtam. Anyway, Saṃskṛtam, that is a place. Chatvari Yojanani or Chaturshu Yojaneshu. From where? From Gavidhuma. So here the place is measured in terms of Yojana. Yojana is distance in terms of space. Therefore, we can have that in Pratama or Panchami. That is why Chatvari Yojanani or Chaturshu Yojaneshu. Whereas in terms of time, if it is there, then you can see that is put in Apadanam, Panchami only. Kartikyaha. Okay, Visarga is a Lopaha. Agrayani Mase. Agrayana Masa is Mase. Kartikyaha Agrayani Mase. And that is Agrayana is 1 month away, 1 month from Kartika. So Kartikyaha is from which the time is measured. So Kartiki, that is Panchami of that, is in Kartikyaha, that is put in Panchami. Kartikyaha Agrayani Mase. Right. So it means Agrayani is Margashisha Masa, Margashisha Purnima. That is at a distance of 1 month in terms of time, 1 month from Kartika Purnima. So Kartiki is a point of time from which the distance is measured. That's why it is put in Panchami. And Masa denotes Kala, time. That denotes Kala. That is also used in Saptami. So that is used in Saptami, not other is also. That is used in Saptami and Kartik is in Panchami. Okay. You can see the examples in the Kashika. I think the same example must have been there. Yatascha Adva Kala Nirmanam Tatra Panchami Vaktavya. Gavi Dutaha Saṃskṛtam Chatvari Yojanani or Chaturshu Yojaneshu also. But that is again separately. Kartikyaha Agrayani Mase. Then Tadyuktat Kalat. Tadyuktat Kale Saptami Vaktavya. Kartikyaha Agrayani Mase. Advanaha Pratama Saptami Cha Vaktavya. Advana can be Pratama or Saptami. Understand? Hello? Power off.